mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Johnson, a wide open look, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
Jackson kicks to George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Paul passes to Ayton. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the layup falls. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And here's Booker. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Leonard with the steal. It's tipped. Booker outside. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one. And this time, they're not backing off.
Now here's Paul. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Back to Ayton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Leonard on the wing. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to George. Zubac, a screen on Booker. From deep, George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround. Did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly, it's been a lot of outsized factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And that break ignited off of Reggie Jackson. His steal started that entire sequence.
Booker finds Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Morris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Johnson dishes to Booker. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. There's the triple. That shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Jackson. Zubac, a screen on Paul. The drive by Jackson. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers lead by...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Booker, good. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and I can recall.
Suns leading by 3. Hangs, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Bridges a screen on Morris. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. On the wing, Morris. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And the rejection by Zubac. And George kicks to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Screen by Zubac. There's the lob to the hoop. A shot off that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Now, here is Morris. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Zubac with the screen for Morris. Pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Jackson.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Sun changes for Phoenix. Yambo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Devin Booker. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Batum's checked in. Now, here's George. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Paul George has such a deep bag on the offensive end, a polished scorer, and tough to keep him away from hot spots on the floor.
Here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. Johnson's shot is off. George looking around. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Outside Leonard. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on George.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Amir Coffey comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. Now here is George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. We'll see if he can cash in now at the line.
That one is no good. Suns leading by 4. Here's Shamet. Takes it off the glass.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Outside Wall. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Paul George, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right.
20.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Landry Shamet is out there with Paul, and it's Biyombo at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And here is Los Angeles now. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Here's Powell. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Paul. Shamet finds Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. They get it back. Shamet on the wing. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. You look development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
And here's Jackson after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. And it's Jackson with a sensational play. Jackson's got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 8. Good D by Covington. Clippers trail by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and stolen by Biyombo. All up top, defended by Batum. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Biyombo. And it's Crowder in for Johnson. Here's Ayton. Plays it up and banks it in. 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Here's Jackson. Here's Batum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Bridges outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's the dish to Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. 20 feet out. Booker, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Jackson kicks to Batum. Takes it out to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Jackson against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Drives to the hoop, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to scream down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12. The tray. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. And Paul George is subbed in for Norman Powell. And the basket by Jackson.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good that time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Suns on top, leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Ball against Wall. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. Three on the inbound. Cans it from downtown. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Ball against Paul. Outside Crowder. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Zubac. The kick out to Crowder. Booker looking around. From outside, off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
And here's Booker from the arc. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard kicks to Wall. Morris against Crowder. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Phoenix no good that time either. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Outside Leonard. To take the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Kicks it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
Zubac, a screen on Booker. George passes to Zubac. Good. Doesn't move into the fourth. It's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Paul surveying the floor. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Got a piece of it. 5 on the clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
And Bridges elevating his game. Woo!
Wall against Paul. And the rejection by Ayton. Bridges with it. Leonard picks him up. And Booker kicks to Ayton. 2 free throws coming. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. you got for us, DA?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lue's huddle. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top.
Thank you, David. Ball outside. Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Johnson. Now the pass to Booker. Johnson with their screen on Morris. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Ayton, good!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Ball against Jackson. Passes it to George. No good on the three. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Booker's so relaxed under pressure, and this is who the team wants at the free throw line in these moments. Perfect from the line. It's now a two-possession game.
Here's Jackson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Leadoff goes to the Clippers. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Here's Morris. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Russell with the ball. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. From deep three-point range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Leonard outside. Jackson down low. And stolen by Gobert. And they're on the break. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Banked it in off the glass.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Jackson against Russell. George passes to Jackson. Here's the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Here's Jackson. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to George. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Russell, and he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Jackson, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Zubac finds Jackson, shot clock at 6. The kick out to Morris. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. Towns, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. Back to Towns. That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Here's George. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in. That's good from George.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. Leonard up top. Ooh, it's stolen away. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Towns. Shoots over George. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Leonard. Tipped.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
Free throw is good from Russell. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Morris passes to Leonard. And the layup is good off the glass. Leonard's got 6 points. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Towns can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers' ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Out to Leonard. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Edwards. Russell against Wall. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. The 3 ball. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Morris for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Boy, deceptive athleticism that Russell has for a point guard. This young man is sneaky in his ability to get up.
George, a deep 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Russell against Leonard. Towns goes in. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
When the whistle blows, it's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Pass to Morris from deep. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota will come the other way. Now Towns lets it fly. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
The kick out to Morris. Zubac passes to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Zubac. Leonard finds Zubac. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Prince has got 4 rebounds now. Russell against Wall. Nifty move. And Russell finishes it off. Russell's got 8.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Here's Wall. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Zubac. Rebound Minnesota. Prince has got 5 rebounds in the game. The open shot by Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, He wasn't able to cash in.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Outside Russell, pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Here's Prince, 5 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. Over George. Edwards can't hit.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Morris, a screen on Towns. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 5. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, that's an extremely hard shot to defend if Edwards can master the pull-up. Watch out now. It would be a real weapon for him.
Wall, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Marcus Morris out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside McDaniels. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
George left side. Leonard outside. Jackson outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound. About a minute played here in the second half. Leonard against McDaniels. Pass to Noel. To the wing on the left. Outside McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he's going for the lob.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. McDaniels passes to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. It's stolen by Leonard. Inside.
I think Batum is a pass-first kind of a guy. Loves to create for others, but he can score the ball in his own right, too.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside McDaniels. From deep. And they'll get another chance. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Here's McLaughlin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Morris passes to Batum. Stolen by Reed. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing it. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Pass to Reed. Over Covington. Reed can't hit.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. McDaniels from long range. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Man, misses. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside, Anderson. On the wing, Noel, guarded by Batum. Outside McDaniels. Pass to McLaughlin. Got it. Good job in the low post. McLaughlin's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Powell. Turnaround Jay. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's McLaughlin. He's off on the layup. And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Clippers shooting at about 44% so far. So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the 3.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
Minnesota's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Outside Russell, pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside for Russell. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Morris for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota's gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism there, getting off the floor to throw it down.
This one for 3. And that one's good. Jackson for 3. Jackson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Prince. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You know, the NBA is all about the three-point shot right now, and Prince can really shoot it from out there.
Here's Jackson. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. The Timberwolves have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Prince with the bucket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Jackson, the pass to George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Towns for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jackson right side. It's George on the wing. To the inside. Here's Zubats. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Down low. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
George against Edwards. Jackson outside. Here's the three. That shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. 1:41 left to play in the fourth. Edwards against George. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for D'Angelo Russell.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Russell, the pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. He shoots it. Outside for Russell. Pass to Edwards. There's the triple. Leonard pulls down the board. And here are the Clippers now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now Russell. The three. And that one drops.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Let's meet the stars.
And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bridges misses. Booker against Edwards. Russell, crafty move. And he sinks the layup.
An active competitor. around the rim.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Booker after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Booker against Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Booker outside and stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards into the lane. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Edwards with the screen for Russell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Ayton.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Now here's Booker to the paint. Off the run.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Edwards drives in. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And Edwards with the stop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide-open look.
The kick out to Town. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now Edwards, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer. Outside, Towns. Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Edwards looking it over. Driving to...
Nice finish. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
Cameron Johnson, 2 shots.
That one misses. Here's Ayton. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. He kicks to Towns. Tries again, and the layup is good. Towns has got 7 points.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Bridges, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Timberwolves leading by 13. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bridges, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. Out to Russell from outside the arc, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Cognizant of the entire court, Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Ayton, the pass to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 5 to shoot. Prince dishes to Russell. No good from the wing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Booker, good.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Bridges outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Russell against Paul. The kick out to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's...
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Ball against Russell. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got 7 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And here's Prince outside. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Suns trail by 16. Johnson for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Russell against Ayton. They get it again. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Down low, it's stolen by Gobert.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Russell dishes to Prince. The kick out to Towns. And he drives in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about those long strides of Towns? Uses that length so well on these drives to attract contact.
He's perfect from the line this time. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And a deep three from Booker, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks for the great interview, David. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you got to stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Suns trail by 16. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Sharks checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Damian Lee comes in for Mikal Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Minnesota leading by 16.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Here's Noel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 on the clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Payne passes to Sharch. Back to Payne, 11 feet away. Pass to Shamet. Launches a 3. That one misses. And Minnesota now the other way. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Payne. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves leading by 21. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Dario Saric.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Johnson for three. Not going to go that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now McDaniels. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And it's Shamet missing. And here are the Timberwolves. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Anderson with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. Lee dishes to Johnson. He feeds it to Saric. Back to Johnson. Pulls up on the elbow. That shot off the mark. And Minnesota now the other way. And here is McDaniel. Pass to McLaughlin. Wants to get it to Reed, and does.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Timberwolves ahead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards, that's good.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Kane kicks to Shamet. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Towns for 3. Payne grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
And it's Shamet missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
3-pointer, Crowder. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Minnesota calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Towns wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Booker the pass to Paul. And again, unable to change momentum here. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Prince. Jacks up a three. Bridges with some nice defense. Well, Phoenix shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better.
And Bridges is a crafty player. Knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. And he makes both free throws. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Passes it to Prince. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Lets it go with the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges, he gets it in there. Bridges has got 4 points in the quarter.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Now, here is Russell. And there's the pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Booker finds Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lets it go from deep. And there's Bridges on the assist by Ayton.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
Now Russell. To end the cold streak. No good there. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And the out. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visitors.
Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle. Here's Coffee.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First personal foul.
And so here's Phoenix. Pass to Booker. And here's Johnson. Bridges down low. He's working on Morris. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
George against Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside for Booker. Clock at 6. Johnson finds Bridges. Over Morris, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Batum's checked in for Coffee.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Nicholas Batum.
Now George. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Oh, wow. Incredible!
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Paul against George. Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
Paul passes to Booker. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Clippers ball.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Booker against George. Outside Covington. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris passes to Covington from deep three-point range. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Johnson. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers in the lead. It's stolen by Johnson. Booker against George. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back wide.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Booker for 3. No good that time. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Leonard way outside. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. 1:03 left in the opening quarter. And Booker, here we go. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, let that guy get a head of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
George passes to Morris. Booker against George. Pass to Covington. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
For three, Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
3-point basket.
Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Covington finds George. Zubac's with it. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 5. Outside Covington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns ahead.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Leonard against Paul. From 11 feet away, it's hauled in by the Suns. And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard against Bridges. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the jam by Covington.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
The Suns leading. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Basket's good. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Morris. Beyond the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Paul passes to Booker for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. And for the Clippers, their shooting has been great this game, 58%.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
All I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Here's Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Covington. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Booker no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
2 minutes.
Covington passes to George. Back to Covington. Pass to Zubac. Good on the shot.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Denied by Leonard. It's George on the wing. Give him 8 points now. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Johnson. Deflected. Morris on the wing. Outside Covington. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. George finds Zubac. Back to George. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
Paul passes to Booker. Hangs. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Bridges against Leonard. Here's Covington. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
At the line for your Clippers, Robert Covington.
So hits one and misses one at the line. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. And Booker with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the alley as always. Thank you.
Your Clippers, 26. The Suns, 23.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Covington in at center. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. Pass to Powell. And he banks in the layup. Well, Norris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of an NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to challenge anybody physically and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
Nice catch and finish on the lob. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Booker, the pass to Johnson. Bridges outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Norman Powell.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
And the Suns making a change here. Shamit's checked in.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Batum with a screen on Bridges to the middle. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Batum's got his second basket.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Inside. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Clock at 4. That one no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Batum. Powell in the post is covered by Ayton. And the jam by Covington.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Johnson against Batum. Got a piece of it.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. On the break from deep, Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Pass to man. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he showed you his ups. Go ahead and get up, Nicholas Batum.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Johnson. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 5 rebounds in the game. Batum outside. Left side Wall. Picked by Covington. And Wall, here we go. Ayton with the defensive effort. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Pass to Powell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Here's Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Now here's Batum. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Timeout called. The Suns. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And a change for the Suns. Haynes checked in.
Go wild. Make some noise. Time to get a free pizza. Come on, get wild right now, man. It's time to cheer on your Clippers spirit. Okay, everyone, that was your Clippers
Suns trailing. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Johnson. Launches a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Here we go, fans.
Coffee can't get it to go.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Great D that time from Zubac. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 4. And time to step away. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. Landry Shamet is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, there's the alley. Gets stolen by Johnson. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Booker against George. Leonard outside. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Bridges. For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Booker, good.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
George against Booker. George drives in. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Here's Ayton. Tries again. The Clippers grab the miss. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Coffee on the wing, covered by Johnson. There's a screen. Morris finds George. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Outside for Booker. Back to Johnson. Out to Bridges. Back to Johnson. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And finally they hit one. And the Suns lead by 1.
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
George outside from deep. Leonard against Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
And here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he does get the second one. And that ties this game up.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
Booker against George. Pass to Leonard. Now Zubac. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump
to Bridges. To the right side. Ayton with it. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
This guy has got a dominant physical frame, incredible athleticism. Nice job by DeAndre Ayton inside.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
At the line for LA, Paul George.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a lead.
These are the situations that Paul George wants to be in. An opportunity to prove he's got the clutch gene at the foul line.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Ball passes to Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. He takes it in. Johnson with it. Here's Ayton. Johnson finds Ayton. Out to Bridges. Outside Booker. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Zubac with the steal. Leonard up top. He's guarded by Bridges.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Johnson a screen on Leonard. Booker for 3. He connects. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And the stakes were high right there. What?
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Now Morris. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
Oh, say does that.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the point. Now here's Towns. Goes back up. Here's Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks so much, David. Here is Edwards. Paul George making his last shot. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
He hits the second from the line. And here are the Clippers.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's Covington. Now here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. And here's George. No good with the layup. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of the...
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's George on the pass to Zubac. And stolen by Russell. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Russell. At the top of the key, Towns. Out to Edwards. The 3. Another shot. And that one's good. Towns.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
George against Russell. George, no good.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Out to Russell. Outside, Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 5 now.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Outside, Covington.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And they get it. Here's Morris, and it's sent back by Russell. To the inside, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
George dishes to Morris. That shot off the mark. Prince with the defensive effort. Russell passes to Towns. Count it. He's got 9.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends. of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 12. Russell inside. Leonard's there. Towns for three. It's hauled in by George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Covington. Nice D from Russell. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And here's Prince outside. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Albert Covington picks one up.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
Now here's Leonard. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Towns for three. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got 12 in the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
7 seconds left in the first. And Russell puts up a deep three. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Russell inside, defended by George. Shot clock at 5. Towns wide open. The shot that time not on target. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Edwards inside. Morris is there. Covington into the lane. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Russell against George. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Timberwolves leading by 15. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. Great that time from Leonard. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Leonard. Here's George into the lane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Towns in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries it. Towns has got 14.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
George passes to Morris. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's George to the middle. Here's Zubac. Buries him down low.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
George against Russell. Pass to Towns. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. Covington's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Driving inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's Minnesota finding a 5th. Thank you, David. And we'll be
27, the Clippers, 12.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Covington's shot is off.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Out to the right wing. Here's McLaughlin. Reed. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Batum. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And again, the Clippers turn it over. And with Batum, his versatility, he has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Batum passes to man. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reed. Fires the three. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers shooting a disastrous 25% from the field so far. Covington's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. McDaniels passes to Reed, and the layup falls. Reed's got his second basket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Down low, and Anderson slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Powell, no one around him. Misses the three. Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Mann, and he goes in for the dunk.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
The shot by Powell, no good.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
29 seconds left to play in the third. Prince with it. He's picked up by Wall. Towns for three. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the paint. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been active. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Outside, Russell. Towns, a screen on George. Launches a three, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside, George. Lets it go from the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Russell against George. Covington with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns for three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris outside. Towns with the steal. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Leonard looking over the floor. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Covington a screen on Prince. Lays it up off the glass.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Now Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Covington with the steal. There's the drive. Here's Zubats. Offensive rebound. Outside Covington. He kicks it to George. The feed to Leonard. Clock at 4. Back to George. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They have a 19-point lead. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Covington. Morris with the screen for Covington. Back to Morris. Oh, he misses the dunk. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. To end the drought. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Prince outside. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Zubats. Leonard on the wing. Edwards defending. Down low. Here's George. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Timberwolves.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
And they double up Russell. Prince in the corner. 3-pointer. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
George passes to Covington. Shoots over Towns. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Outside, Russell. pass to Prince. Back to Russell. From deep. Off target with that shot. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer, Bridges. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards.
Get up to throw down. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Booker against Edwards. Now here's Booker. He's guarded closely. The shot no good.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
Pass to Prince. Another shot. It's Edwards on the wing. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Edwards has got 5 now.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Russell. Edwards with it. Pass to Prince. Outside Russell. Into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
Russell in complete control that time. Score off of that drive. That's a skill you have to have as a combo guard in this league.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Bridges. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Russell against Paul. And it's Russell on the drive. Towns passes to Russell. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
To the middle. Outside for Russell. Pass to Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And Ayton with the stuff.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Now here's Russell. Left side, Edwards. There's the drive, and Edwards slams it in.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Ayton. Johnson with it. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
Now here's Russell. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got 6 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. The 3. Suns keep it alive. Outside Booker. And he can't jam it through for Minnesota. They've got 7 of 8 in the basket. To the inside. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. For three, Booker. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. We'll get right back to...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Edwards a screen on Paul. Edwards against Paul. Now here's Edwards, tightly guarded. And Edwards slams it in.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Now Russell. He has 6. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Booker on the take, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Shot is up. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Paul against Russell. Outside Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns passes to Edwards. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep, Johnson. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Booker. Poke loose. Paul passes to Johnson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
At the line.
And he's good on the second. 1:49 left in the second. Now here's Russell. He's got 6. Towns for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
And yep, it's good.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Got a piece of it. For 3, Booker. Prince grabs the miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Ayton passes to Bridges. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Bridges really likes to get to the interior and earn himself some opportunities from the charity stripe.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer, he's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
Paul against Russell. Here's Bridges. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards.
Getting out! Wow! What a play! And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. And stolen by Edwards. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle to the paint. Back to Šarić. Over McDaniels. It's good from in tight. Šarić has got his first basket.
Now Šarić on the inside has really good quality footwork.
Here's McLaughlin. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Lead. And he banks in the layup.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Anderson inside, covered by Johnson. 4 on the clock. Noel, no good. And for the Suns, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Out left to the wing. Here's Šarić. Nice D from Anderson.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Minnesota.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Anderson against Johnson. Down low. And there's a 3-second violation. The Suns trailing. Outside Payne. Outside Johnson. Here's Shaman. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 7 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And Minnesota calls time here. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Russell. Oh, there's the alley. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Towns for 3. Not going to go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker with it. Towns covering. Booker, good.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Ball against Russell. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
He really gets up there. I mean, Devin Booker will surprise you and throw it down.
56 seconds left in the third. Towns for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as the Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And Devin Booker's impact on the game stretching far beyond just his elite ability to put the ball in the hole.
Both shots good from the stripe. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Russell against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Booker. For 3. Drills it from deep. Booker's got 12 now in this quarter.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Back to Russell. Banked it in off the glass. Russell's got 8.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And he makes both free throws.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Outside for Booker. From deep. Minnesota with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Russell. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
Booker against Edwards. Ayton, the screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Russell. Towns, a screen on Booker. Pass to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And Minnesota calls time here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
Allie, thank you.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Phoenix no good that time either.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Paul against Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Gobert. They grab their own miss. The Suns running out of time. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Outside Russell, and he lobs it up, and Edwards slams it in.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
And here's Russell. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Paul passes to Booker. And he makes it on the layup. Booker's got 22 points.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Russell against Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Edwards.
And Crowder not giving up an inch on that shot attempt.
Edwards can't hit. Pass to Crowder. Bridges, a screen on Towns. Bridges with it. The 3-ball. And it's Gobert with a rebound. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Russell with the ball. 17 seconds left in the fourth. To the inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Can't get it to fall. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this